Hello, 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 and welcome to the Mr. Hydration Station. How you doing, everybody? I am your host, Mr. Hydration, aka Raul, aka Victor Raul Contreras Aguinha Jr. And today we'll be talking all things UFC 263, Adesanya versus Vettori. And wow, what a fight card, man! What an amazing fight card. I think I only had one pick right. Let's see. I chose Jamal Hill. He ended up losing. Everyone thought he broke his arm. Didn't break his arm. I chose Damian Maia to beat Bilal Muhammad. That didn't happen. Bilal ended up winning, I think, 29-28. I chose Diaz to win, which, whatever, we'll get into that. I chose Moreno to win, which he won. First Mexican-born champion in the UFC. Dude, that was beautiful. His post-fight, everything from his post-fight speech to beyond was amazing. And then I chose Vettori to win. And wow, what a lopsided fight that was. It was ridiculous. But first, I want to get into some sponsors. You see right over here? That's Skydive the Falls 2.0 shirt. I'm going to be DJing 3.0. It's going to be awesome. July 15th to the 18th. If you never jumped out of a plane and you want to jump out of a plane, come with me to Niagara Falls. We'll go jump out of Skydive the Falls. It's going to be an awesome time, July 15th to the 18th. I want to give a shout out to Allie Ann's. Allie Ann's has been amazing to me lately. I played there last Saturday. I brought all my DJ equipment out. It was awesome. I loved it. Allie Ann's in Dwight. If you've never been there, please show up. Sometime it'll be great. I promise. And Phoenix Fest is. Hold on, I gotta get this. I hate it. I hate when I get stragglies. You know what I mean? Stragglies in your fucking shirt from the whatever. Anyway, what was I saying? Oh yeah, Phoenix Fest, July 23rd to the 25th. That's gonna be an awesome time as well. And so many more other festivals that I should probably start to write down because that way I can get everything correct when I advertise them. But right now we're going to be bringing on our guest who was on here for the Friday Fightcast to give predictions for these fights. He's coming right back on here, Mr. Alex Beasy Valley himself. We're going to be talking about what happened, how it happened, and everything in between.
What up?
How you doing, my brother? How you feeling today?
I'm feeling good. I got a lot of those picks right in those fights.
What's that?
I got a lot of those picks right on those fights.
Dude, I got a lot of those wrong, bro. I only got one right. What the fuck, man? How does that happen?
Out of the ones we made a choice on, I got like 4 out of 7, so not bad.
I got one.
If we're ending the Calderwood Lauren Murphy fight.
I think even with those, I got those wrong. I'm pretty sure I chose JoJo. I'm pretty sure I chose JoJo, and I'm pretty sure I chose Dover.
I thought you chose Lauren Murphy on that one.
Did I?
I think you did.
Fuck yeah, then. I got 2.
I chose Calderwood.
Man,
yeah, man, that was a bummer she lost, dude. It was a decent fight, though.
I thought for sure I chose JoJo, but I'm glad I didn't because now I got 2 right. So, yes. I'm cool with that, man. I'm cool with that.
I'm happy with the outcome.
Oh my god, dude, the fights were amazing. Let's just talk about the overall fight card, man. What the fuck? Everyone showed out, dude. Everybody showed out.
Good,
crazy.
Glad, because last week was, like I said, was kind of boring. This fight made up, or this card made up for it, and I had a feeling it was because there's a lot of bangers on there.
Yeah, I agree, dude. I agree.
So happy for Moreno, but we'll talk about that when we get to it.
Man, yeah. For real, let's save that one. Let's save it. All right, so since we went over the Lauren Murphy JoJo fight, what did you think about that fight? A lot of people thinking it was super close, man. How did you feel about it?
I thought it was probably 1-1 going into the third, and then third round, Lauren Murphy she got the better of her that round.
Yeah, I felt like it was a pretty good fight. Like I was real. I was obviously super excited for how everything went and how it was going. But I can't believe I chose Lauren, dude. I'm glad I did, but for real, my heart was with JoJo, dude. The whole time I'm watching the fight, I'm like, come on, JoJo, come on.
I think you said you wanted Calderwood to win, but I think you're right, but I think Lauren Murphy's gonna get it.
All right. Well, see, I don't feel so
Lauren
bad.
Murphy
Thanks
was
for that.
pushing the pace though. She looked good.
Yeah, she did. She looked real good. Nicholas Goldman says Calderwood disappointed me.
I knew Nick.
Damn. Damn. What were your picks, Nick? Give us your picks real quick. Yeah, I thought the fight was good. It sucks, unfortunately. JoJo has a knack for win loss, win loss. I think in her last 8 fights, she's alternated win losses. So
Nope.
I don't know what it is, dude. Maybe it's a mental thing. Maybe she needs to tap into something else. But it just seems like she freezes in the big fights, kind of like Michael Bisping. Except Michael Bisping would at least have like 3 fight win streaks before he would lose the big fight.
Yeah.
All right, let's go to the Drew Dober, Brad Riddell fight, man. That was I was super excited for that.
Them dudes threw some hands, man.
Yeah, dude. Dober's got a fucking chin, dude. What the
So was
fuck?
Riddell because he got hit with some good shots too. I gotta give it to him.
Yeah,
There was some
yeah, he
time
did.
there. I'm like, oh fuck, Dober's about to come back and get him. And that first round, I thought Dober was gonna get him for a second there.
Yeah, but hey, man, that just shows the toughness and just that top 15, man. You're never too far away from each other.
Yeah, that
You're
dude
really
I guess
not.
to
You're
be a champion. I forgot what fucking organization Riddell was a champion in.
I think it
And
was Cage Warriors.
maybe it was Cage Warriors. But yeah, you
I
can
want to say it
tell
was Cage Warriors.
he's got a championship kind of mentality, and
Yeah,
he was able to handle those shots and give it just as good. And Dober's
I
not a fucking easy task.
Dude, never. And I know he's lost 2 in a row, but man, he's lost to Islam Makhachev and Brad Riddell. Brad Riddell coming in from a different organization, obviously a champion, and Islam
Champion.
Makhachev, the protege to Khabib Nurmagomedov, dude. So like, if you're gonna lose 2 fights in a row, those are the 2 guys you want to lose them to.
Yes, yes.
What do you think is up next for either of those guys, Dober and Riddell?
It was, is Riddell ranked?
He better be after this. He better be
What weight class is that?
55.
Let me see. I'm not too sure. I can't. If I had to listen in front of me, I'd probably be able to give like a good decision, but I don't know the rankings right now.
What about Dober? What do you think?
Uh, if he does fight somebody, if Riddell is ranked, he should just fight someone a little bit above Riddell, maybe in rankings.
We'll see, man. We'll see what
I
happens. All right.
don't deserve to get cut or nothing. I mean, he did a good fucking job.
No,
He got his ass.
no, no way, dude. If they cut Dober over that, they're cutting the wrong people. You know.
That'd be
I
fun.
mean, I
Like you
I
said,
love.
he might lose streak.
Yeah, it's against 2 top prospects. You know what I mean? It's
Yeah.
not like he's fighting nobodies. He's losing. He's losing against 2 top prospects. So I definitely don't feel like that's even on the table right now. All
Yeah,
right,
there's
so let's move on to Paul Craig versus Jamal Hill. Obviously, I thought Jamal Hill was gonna win. I mean, number one, he had the confidence, dude, the way he was talking, and Paul Craig, same thing. He had his like it was almost like it felt like Paul Craig wasn't exactly in the right mindset because he'd be constantly going after Jamal Hill, but then they get in the cage and obviously Paul Craig gets it done. And dude, the floppy arm, bro.
that was insane. Dude.
What was that about? And the referee
Yeah,
just
half that
refusing to call the fight. What the fuck was that about? Turns out it's not the first time he's fucked up. But yeah, man, what do you think about that fight and what do you think about the outcome?
Man, dude, ever since like they started before they even started the match, it was exciting. They're all up in each other's faces and shit, dude. They're fucking like talking shit to each other like back and forth across the cage. So you knew right away that they were about to get it. Like whatever the fuck they were about to do in that cage, they were about to get it. But once it went to the ground, I was like, oh no, that's not a good spot, dude. He just pulled him down. That was not good. And what, dude? That was such a nasty fucking armbar.
Yeah, it was,
He just
dude.
yanked the shit out of it.
He was there was no chill, dude. There was no chill in that situation whatsoever. But like you were saying, they were talking up a storm, man. They were, I mean, really, like what do you you knew fireworks were coming, and then when they delivered, you were just like, I don't know if I wanted the fireworks to be that nasty. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Just
You can
fuck,
tell
dude.
in the beginning they respected each other fighting wise though. They weren't like trying to throw hands and shit off the bat. They're respecting
Yeah,
each other, like what they can both do. You can tell like I mean like they weren't being they're just kind of being calm about it, not just going for the fucking kill. Which I thought that's kind of what was gonna happen, but they're actually being cool and collected, which was actually better for Craig. 'Cause that's exactly what he needed to do in order to get in the ground.
yeah,
Not just go
and he
fucking
did it,
haywire on him.
and he got it done though. He did get it done, man. He got it
Yeah.
done in emphatic fashion. Like really, probably the most devastating finish of the fight. Just because number one, like it didn't finish what it should have. It just kept on going, and the referee's just like,
Hitting him.
yeah, dude, the fucking ref, dude. What the fuck was that about? Whatever,
Yeah, I
man.
heard that he's made some fuck ups before in Arizona. Like he's known for that.
Yeah, yeah, that's what I heard too, in the Arizona scene. Nicholas Goldman says, I want to see Craig against a top 10 or 15 next. And I have to agree with him, man. I really do. I think
Yeah.
it's not only because of how he delivered in the fight, but also his pre-fight hype. He made the fight interesting and then followed through on his word. I mean, he said it was going to be a second round triangle, but he got it the first round. And
And
like he did
Jamal
it in
Hill
emphatic
was
fashion.
undefeated before that.
Yeah, yeah. A big prospect, giant prospect, dude. I wouldn't have
Yeah.
been surprised if I would have seen him in a number one contender fight had he beat Craig. But he did it. So who do you see Craig fighting next?
I wish I had the fucking rankings in front of me. So I
Well,
can give
what do we got in the top five? We got Reyes, we got John as champion, we got Giri Prochaska, who's probably fighting John, but he's not fighting yet because Jan still has to fight what's his name?
Glover.
Yeah, Glover Teixeira. Who else do we got in there? Volkan Ozdemir. Ooh, what about Volkan?
That would actually be cool. I'd like,
Yeah,
but
I'd say give him Volkan.
is he coming
Nick
off a
says,
loss?
what's that?
Is Vulcan coming off a loss?
Yeah, he's coming off a loss to Jiri Prohaska.
Yeah.
I'd say give him that fight. You know, Nicholas Goldman says give him Jimmy Crute. I'm not opposed to that. Jimmy Crute's on a roll. You know,
Yeah,
Jimmy
it's not
Crute's on a roll.
nice job,
Not
Nick.
not only is Jimmy Crute on a roll, but Paul Craig is also coming off a lot of hype right now. A lot of hype.
They're
So
both
if
like they're both coming to like
Crossroads.
they're both starting to gain their name. So
Yeah.
it pretty much makes sense for them to fight.
Yeah, I like the Jimmy Crute fight more than I like the Volkan Ozdemir fight. I go with that one. All right. And then
Maybe
after
Vulcan
that,
after that or something.
what's that?
So maybe like Uzdemir after that or something. Like if he gets past Crew, maybe then throw him
Uh,
someone in the.
I think at that point it's got to be a number one contender fight after that fight. I just don't see him. If he beats Jimmy Crute, why go down? You know what I mean? He's obviously you're. Yeah, I wouldn't want to see him fight Volkan after that. I want to see him in a number one contender fight after that. And
Him
Volkan's
versus
obviously
Pro
not in that
Oscar.
number one contender. What's that?
Him versus Pro Oscar.
No, dude, I want to see Prohaska fight the champ next, dude. I don't
Oh,
want
me
to see him
too.
fight another. I don't want to see him not fight another fight, dude. He's got to fight the champ next for sure.
That would be a cool fight though. Two way different styles.
It would be. It would be a real cool fight, especially with Prohaska's mentality and Paul Craig's mentality, dude. That would be a really nice fight. So hopefully we can see it in the future. All right, up next is the legend himself, Damian Maya versus Bilal. Remember the name Muhammad. What did you think about that fight?
Got that one wrong. I mean, I kind of knew that Maya was just gonna shoot for the takedown most of the fight. And it sucks he shot for the same takedown. Like he never tried to switch up takedowns, like go for a double leg maybe. He just kept going for the single leg. Wouldn't even like most of the time he wasn't even trying to clinch him up against the cage or anything. Which I felt like he would do maybe get him up against the cage, maybe trip him or something, get him down. I think he got him down one time, I believe, just once. out of all those takedown attempts. Bilal Muhammad, though, I gotta give it to him. He got a lot of takedown
Defense.
defenses.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, he delivered, man. You know, I thought for sure Damian Maia was going to get it done. Unfortunately, Damian Maia, it seems, is getting more and more one-dimensional in his attacks and how he fights. Um, Obviously, it didn't go his way. That sucks. But at the same time, how are you going to expect a really good result doing the same shit over and over again? Like you have
Yeah,
to adjust. The best fighters adjust mid-fight. You know, there's a problem that gets offered to them, then there has to be a solution. And of course, unfortunately, Damian Maia didn't do that, and because of that, he lost the fight.
good for
Who do
Bilal
you?
Muhammad though. I do like he's a new up and comer coming up. I do want to see him come up as a new name and get up in that top 10 and shit and start fighting those guys. And Damian Maia, he's on his way out. It
Yeah, he
sucks he
is.
lost, but it's cool to see Bilal Muhammad also gain himself up, like get a name for himself and go up in the ranking.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if you're gonna get a name for yourself, you have. I mean, he was on the right card. He fought a big name. Like he's definitely noticed now. Who does he fight next?
I don't know if you heard Damian Maia. I know you're talking about Bilal, but Damian Maia called out Diaz next. I
I
don't know
don't
if you.
think it's gonna happen, man. I would
I
love to
don't
see the
think
fight because obviously they're both jujitsu players.
not enough
Nate
money.
Diaz being more of a boxer than Damian Maia, but I just don't think the UFC is gonna go for it, man.
Yeah, not enough money in that fight. Honestly, two good names, but the money just ain't there. I feel,
I
especially
think to
Maia.
Nate, I think to Nate Diaz, it's appealing. It's just not the right time.
Yeah,
And for the UFC, I don't think they really see anything big coming out of it.
no.
Um, and yeah, man, I just don't see it happening, dude. I respect the call out. Obviously, wants a big money fight for his last fight, but I just don't think it's super intriguing to Nate. I think it's intriguing. Like I'm sure he wants to find out who's better, but I mean, there's really not much in that fight. So I agree with you there. I don't think there's much of an intrigue for those two to fight.
Damian Maia was kind of saying not only for the name factor of Nate Diaz, but also because he's a jiu-jitsu guy and he wants to have like a jiu-jitsu match against him and see who gets the better of who. Which I understand, but still the
Yeah,
money's just up there, the name value. I mean,
I honestly think that if they fought, they would cancel each other out on the ground. But I think Nate would piece him up on the feet.
yeah. And he'll go off. He'll go the whole fucking time. There'll
Yeah.
probably be another 5 round fight, and
It's,
Damian
no,
Maia
it's a
gets
six
40.
round this time, man. It's a 6 rounder this time.
Yeah.
Nicholas Goldman says, yeah, sadly, Maya should perhaps retire. I
Yeah.
definitely don't disagree. I don't disagree. I
I
definitely
don't think
want to
he
see
didn't
him.
want to go on the loss, though.
Yeah, but man, when you're Damian Maya, you know, they're not going to feed you a nobody. They have to feed you somebody. And who else is left? You know, I mean, maybe I think if Maya wants to fight someone like a Nate Diaz, someone with name value, I think a good option for him would be Tony Ferguson. Tony has been talking about going up to 170. He's coming off of 3 losses, still has a huge name and a huge following. I think
Both
if he wants to
jiu-jitsu,
fight somebody, yeah,
both
both are
are good.
huge into jujitsu. I think that's the one, dude. I think if you're gonna give Maya a big fight to go off and right off in the sunset with, I think Tony Ferguson is the fight to make.
That'd be a cool fight, dude. I never thought about that.
Yeah, and he's been talking about coming up to 170. He
I
has been
didn't know.
talking about it.
I didn't know
So
that.
yeah, that's what I would go with. What about Bilal Muhammad? You got anyone in mind for him?
Like I said, I don't got the rankings in front of me. It sucks. I should just get these in front of me right the fuck now.
Bro, the audacity, bro.
I
The
know, dude. I was
audacity.
unprepared for this podcast.
How dare you? How dare you, dude?
What do you think, though?
For me, to be honest with you, there's I would say Gilbert Burns, but he's scheduled against Stephen Thompson. Uh, Kobe Covington ain't gonna do shit.
He's
I
getting tired.
think he's gonna get the title fight shot. But even if he wasn't getting the title fight, he's not fighting Bilal. He's got too much pull. I think probably his best option is the campaign for Leon Edwards, especially after what happened with Nate Diaz towards the end. I mean, we're not into that fight yet, but I mean, there's no denying that Nate Diaz, his stock went up and Leon Edwards' stock kind of stayed the same.
But
So I think,
Leon Edwards is really trying to get that title shot or that #1 contender, which he does.
yeah.
He does.
I mean,
9
yeah,
fight win streak.
yeah,
I know his name's not there, like as far as value, but I mean he earned it.
yeah.
There's not a lot of people earning it nowadays.
Nicholas Goldman says Bilal should get the winner of Stephen Thompson versus Gilbert Burns. I don't
That,
agree with that. I think that's a #1 contenders fight. I think Stephen Thompson needs to fight for the title, especially against Usman, who's never faced someone like Stephen Thompson. I'd love to see that fight. I'm obviously pulling for Stephen in that one. I would like to see him fight the loser of that fight, though. I'd be totally cool with Bilal fighting the loser of that fight, but not the winner. I think the winner goes on. Maybe even a #1 contender match with Leon Edwards. All right,
Bilal versus
up
Stephen Thompson
next.
would be pretty good.
What's that?
So Bilal versus Stephen Thompson would be pretty dope.
No way, dude. I want to see Steven fight fucking Usman, bro. I want to see that fight.
I think Usman might get it, dude, but it's a different style than anyone he's ever faced, so I can't say that.
Yeah, it is. It's a giant difference in style. And I don't think Usman approaches it like Woodley did, where he was real timid the entire time. I think Usman tries to match him hit for hit and tries to get in and clinch and take him down. But dude, Stephen Thompson's just so good at he's a great anti wrestler. And man, what a fight that would be. I'd love to see that. All right, so up next, obviously, my favorite fight of the card. I'm sure it was yours as well. Maybe, who knows? But Nathan Diaz versus Leon Edwards. What did I say was gonna happen, dude? The first 3 rounds, Leon was gonna get. He was gonna come back. The fourth and then the fifth, he was gonna finish him. I tell you what, dude, I wasn't too far off. I
Not
wasn't
far
too
off.
far off.
Dude, at the 5th round there, I was like, fuck! Everyone in the house around me is all cheering for Diaz. I'm cheering for fucking Leon Edwards. I'm the only one in the house. I'm
Damn,
like,
bro.
no!
Dude, he was so close to getting worked. He was so close to getting finished, dude. I
Dude,
mean,
that
he
look on
was,
his face in the slow-mo when he just looked up. Like, when he got
dude,
hit, he kind of looked up, like, at the lights and brought his head back, like, oh, shit, dude.
he wasn't home, dude. If
They
Nate
should have
Diaz would,
pushed the pace right there instead
I
of
think,
taunting.
I think, I think what happened is that he popped him. He knew he got him good, but he didn't realize how good he got him. And I think that's why he taunted him. And then once he realized, he's like, oh fuck, and then he started trying to go after it. But yeah, man, if he had like another minute, even another 30 seconds, who knows, dude?
That
Who
would have been bad
knows?
for Leon Edwards, dude.
Big time bad, dude. That would have been big time bad. All
It
right,
went
so
pretty much exactly how I thought it would go, though.
what's that?
It went pretty much exactly how I thought it would go, though. I didn't think Leon Edwards was going to drop him, so I knew it would go all 5. And I knew once it got to that 5th, it was going to favor Diaz more and more.
Oh yeah, and it did, dude. He caught him with the fucking Diaz combo, slap to the cross,
One,
dude.
two.
It was a slap, bro.
Dude, I can't down Leon Edwards, though, dude. He kind of beat his ass like that whole fight.
Yeah, for sure, man.
He got
But
some good shots in there. Nate's just a beast and doesn't drop.
dude, he's another level, man. He's another level of mental toughness. Him and his brother, they're just impossible to drop and to get out of there, dude. Unless you cut them up, or unless you're fucking Josh Thompson back in like 7 years ago, where you hit
Yeah.
him with a nice head kick. But yeah, man, what a crazy ride that whole fight was. What a crazy back and forth, or not back and forth, but just there was a
Diaz.
one sided beat, and then all of a sudden, dude, in the only way that Nate Diaz can fucking create the lore that is fucking Nate Diaz and build himself even higher, dude. The last 60 seconds just fucking out of nowhere, dude, gets it done. And not gets it done, but like he fuck
He
wow,
tried.
dude.
He tried.
Yeah, he tried. I mean, if we wouldn't have taunted him and would have kept going forward, we could be talking about how Nate Diaz just finished Leon Edwards.
I know Nate taunts a lot in his fights, but he needs to calm down a little bit. He needs to calm down a little bit. He taunted so much that fight, and some of those taunts were so dumb. Like going up against the cage, grabbing the cage. Like, why are you doing that, dude? You're Nate Diaz. Just fight him. You have a good chance of
I
just beating him if you fight him.
I agree with you. His antics are getting a little cheesy, if anything. But I mean, it's Nate Diaz, man. That's what he does. You
That's
know,
what
he
keeps
does.
his name
He does those.
fans
It,
want to
it
see.
may, for all we know, it could have been just him like doing that to just finally
Get
get him, like just to get him to relax. And when he finally relaxed, he hits him with that 1-2 cross, and then boom, now he's on fucking shaky legs trying to figure out how to survive.
props to Leon Edwards for not really giving in to the taunts, though. He kind of just stayed calm, cool, and collected. Didn't just go for the kill like when he was taunting him, getting pissed at him. Just stayed back, like,
Yeah.
all right, you keep taunting me. I'm going to keep doing what the fuck I'm doing now.
that reminds me of Nick Diaz versus Carlos Condit.
Yeah.
Just
Who
keep
do you think?
taunting me.
Who do you think Nick Diaz fights next? I know he's supposed
I
to
was
fight.
I was hoping Tony Ferguson. I don't know if he's gonna get it, but I was hoping Tony Ferguson because Tony has always been in talks with fighting with one of the two Diaz brothers. It's always been like one or the other, but it's just never come to fruition. So I was hoping it was gonna be Tony. I want Tony to fight Damian Maya now, so I don't think it's gonna be him. But if I were Nick, man, I'd be campaigning for Damian Maya. I'd be campaigning for Tony Ferguson. Hell, I'd even be campaigning for Carlos Condit, dude. I'd
My,
be, yeah. I mean, in if even if what's his name didn't get cut from the UFC, what the fuck's his name? Uh, the he's from England. He always had the mohawk. You know what I'm talking
Dan,
about? Yeah, Dan Hardy. I was really hoping to see him versus Dan Hardy because they've both been out just as long. They both wanted to come back for a fight, but unfortunately, Dan Hardy got cut over some argument, I guess, some bullshit, whatever the fuck they were doing. I don't fucking know. It
I
was it
like him.
was it was it was dumb, but yeah. What about you? Who do you think he comes back and fights?
I think he might fight Masvidal. Something tells me.
You think he's fighting Masvidal? I don't think he's fighting Masvidal, bro. The Diaz brothers are known for not fighting each other's opponents.
For the BMF title, money,
No,
UFC,
no,
money
no
fights.
way, dude. I don't see that happening. There's no
Two
way. That's
fight
Nate
will make
Diaz's
so much
opponent.
money.
That's Nate Diaz's opponent, dude. There's no way.
But Nick already said something like, "Yeah, I want to kind of get back at Masvidal for that," because he says he was kind of like, "I'll show you who the BMF is and shit." But and I
You're
don't
you're,
think
you're
Nate would have a problem with Nick fighting Masvidal because Nate thinks that he's the BMF. Nate thinks that his brother's the BMF.
I don't think it happens, dude. I don't, there's no way. There's no way that goes down. There's no way.
We'll see, bro.
I no way. All right, so let's talk about Nate Diaz's next opponent and Leon's next opponent real quick. I think Nate Diaz's next opponent is going to be the winner or loser of the Poirier McGregor fight.
Ugh, I hope not.
What if he fights for? What if he fights fucking for the strap, dude? 155-pound strap. What if he
What's
fights
Nick
him?
coming off of now? 2 losses?
Yeah. He's gonna chael Sonnen himself into a title shot, bro.
Dude, that's exactly what's going to happen. He almost did it this time.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, he did. He really almost did. He was really almost about to rob Leon Edwards of his 9-fight winning streak and go in on a 1-1 in his last two.
I would have been so disappointed, dude.
That would have been hilarious, dude. He's playing the system, dude. He's playing the system so good. You can't hate on the man.
Good for him. No, good for him. There's not a lot of fighters that can even do that.
No, dude, not even close, dude. I mean, there's what, Chael Sonnen and
Him,
him?
McGregor,
Who
kind
else?
of McGregor kind of.
Nick. Even yeah, but even McGregor's getting denied.
Yeah,
You
but I
know what I
think if
mean?
he asks for a good fight, UFC's usually quick on the hop to fucking be like, okay, like you're McGregor, so we'll give you anyone in the top fucking 2 or 3. We'll always give you those guys.
That's true. I mean, for a little bit, I feel like that's true. Um,
Masvidal's kind of getting up there, but now that he lost to Usman, like he got that title fight, which he only beat who was it, Diaz before that?
Who? Masvidal?
I mean, I know he got a few. He beat a few people before Diaz, but beating Diaz is what got him the title fight.
No way, dude. I mean, yes, obviously, because that was a fight beforehand. Yeah, but it was his run. It was the impressive run. He beat the
Darren
up and
Till,
comer Darren Till. He knocked him out in emphatic fashion. Got the 5 second knockout versus
Ben Askren.
Ben. Come on, bro. Against Ben Askren. Oh man, RIP to that guy's soul, dude. Imagine getting knocked out by Masvidal like that, losing to Damian Maya and then a YouTuber. God
Yeah,
damn, man.
I'd rather lose to Damian Maya and fucking Masvidal than Jake Paul.
Yeah, that was just sad, dude. Rest his soul, bro. Because
I'd
he
rather
don't got
lose
it
to
no more.
Masvidal in a 5 second knockout, get knee in the face, than to get beat by Jake Paul knocked out. Any like
Yeah,
any fight.
yeah. I agree. All right, so where were we going? Yeah. I forget where we were going. Anyway, let's just move on. Brandon Moreno submits Davison Figueredo. Dude, what did I tell you? If he was gonna win, it's gonna be in the second or third.
You're right, dude.
Man,
You're right.
yeah.
Moreno looked so good, so fast and precise in that fight, dude.
Dude, he looked amazing. He looked like a fucking world champion, dude. That's what he looked like. He looked like a world champion should look like.
He's been training for 6 months for that fight. So like just 6 months of dealing with nobody but him. Just has his eyes set on nobody but Figueiredo. Had the perfect game plan, dude. Looked better than Figueiredo standing up. Looked better than Figueiredo on the ground. Everywhere.
All around, dude. He looked like he was a champion. He looked like he was a rightful winner. He looked like he was he looked like he had won the last fight and was coming in with all the confidence in the world.
Yeah.
And then he comes in and just executes perfectly. Perfect game plan, dude.
He went
Figueredo
in
had
that
not.
fight. He went in that fight. I feel like thinking like I'm not leaving this fucking octagon without that title. Like he had like a mentality like that. You can tell walking into the cage. I got pumped when he was walking, like when they showed him in the entrance.
Yeah, dude. His walkout was sick.
I was like, oh fuck, dude.
Dude, I was so proud watching that post fight interview with Joe Rogan, dude.
I
I was
was
just
so
like,
happy.
fuck yeah, dude.
That was like a
I
Bisbing won the title. Like I wasn't even a huge Bisbing fan, but I gotta respect someone who earns their way to the top, goes through losses. Fucking Moreno got cut from the UFC.
Yeah, he got caught doing it after a 2 fight losing skid.
He was the last pick on the Ultimate Fighter. So like he went through a lot of hardships to fucking earn his way up to that title. And I respect anyone. I respect that more than someone just beating everyone on their way to the top. Like I like someone
Oh
like the
yeah.
Rocky story goes through hardships, fucking losses, had to earn his way to fucking get everything he has now.
I 100% agree with you, dude. It's just so much more satisfying. Like your comparison to the Michael Bisping winning the title is it's spot on, dude. It's such a perfect comparison because Bisping went through the ups and downs. Like I was saying earlier, he'd go on a 3 fight winning streak, lose to the guy right before the champion, and rinse and repeat, rinse and repeat. And then all of a sudden he beats Anderson Silva, gets the backup title shot on 10 days notice, and then he beats them in the fastest fight of his career, dude. What a crazy culmination that was. And then, like you were saying, Brandon Moreno, last pick on the tough, goes on a 2 fight losing streak inside, and with exciting fights, by the way. But at the time, the 125-pound division wasn't making no money. So they were like, fuck it, let's just get rid of him. Get rid of him. He ends up coming back, comes into exciting fights, has a draw with Askar Askarov, beats I forget what opponent he beat after that. Then he fights Figueiredo to a draw that if he hadn't got kicked in the dick, I don't know if that would have been a draw. He might have finished the fight. Who knows? Because that fight was going both ways. And then he comes back and the whole fight week he's got this confidence, like he's just gonna get it, like it's just his. There's no denying him. And like you said, he's in the cage, looking and feeling like there's no way I'm leaving this motherfucker without the belt. And he gets it done in the second round.
Beautiful,
Amazing.
beautiful chokehold too. That fucking
Oh
body
yeah.
trick was so tight, man. And I knew right there, it was so early in the round. I'm like, that is a bad spot for Figueiredo right now. That's a horrible spot.
And then afterwards, after they announce that he's a champion, Figueiredo picks him up. He picks him up as a showing of respect. Obviously, he was very, very heated beforehand, but afterwards, nothing but class, nothing but respect.
Yeah.
Straight up bowed and not bowed, but you know what I'm saying. Like gave him all the respect in the world to the now new champion. And wow, dude, what a story, dude. And then his post fight, like he is straight up crying, dude. All the emotions in the world going into it, amazing, just truly amazing.
Do you think Moreno fights Figueiredo one more time, or do you think that they give Moreno someone else? I think they give him someone else, but
I'm I'm
I
I'm personally going
do.
Askarov.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, I think Askarov. I don't think Cejudo is going to be coming back to the 125-pound division anytime soon. Joseph Benavidez could possibly be like a money fight, but I doubt it. Because if I'm not mistaken, I believe Joseph Benavidez beat him beforehand. I could be wrong, but I think he did beat him. So you might want that win back. Askarov is on a roll. They fought to a draw. I don't know if they do the trilogy just because of how emphatic the win was. I mean, even Moreno said it. He's like, he didn't win any 1 second of that fight. That was all me. I don't really see I don't necessarily see a reason for them to run it back right now. I understand he was a very dominant champion, but he was a very dominant champion for three
like
fights.
yeah,
The first Joseph Benavidez, the second Benavidez, the Hernandez fight, and then the draw that he had um,
Moreno.
with Moreno, and then obviously he loses to Moreno. So I don't necessarily think that he ends up fighting for the title again anytime soon. At least not for like another year. Maybe another 2 fights and he wins those. Then maybe. But I think they're either going to give it to Askarov. I know they were talking about Cody Nola, but he's coming off a loss, so I don't see him dropping down to 125 and getting a title fight. So it's either got to be Askar or Joseph Benavidez because I know Joseph's coming off a win. I think.
Is he coming off a win? I'm trying to think.
I'm pretty sure he fought someone after.
Figueiredo.
Hold on. Yeah, I'm gonna look it up right now.
But yeah, Moreno's about to be a star, man.
Oh yeah, dude. Did you see his gym go crazy when he won the fight?
Yeah. Did you
Dude, the
see someone
videos.
go up to him backstage?
Yeah. I did see that.
That was pretty cool.
Yeah, man. I mean the whole. I think everyone feels the same way we do, dude. They just have mad respect for him because he's worked. He got there the hard way. He didn't take any shortcuts. He didn't take any corners. He just he put his fucking you know he just grinded. He grinded the whole way there and he got it.
I respect someone who gets it that way more than anything. Like that's just, I love a story like that.
I agree, man. I 100% agree. This won't let me search for fights. That's weird.
Are you trying to see Benavidez' last, like his past fight?
Yeah, there we go. Search for athletes. Benavidez. All right, Joseph Benavidez, athlete profile.
He's coming off 3 losses.
He's coming off of 3 losses.
2 to Figueiredo and then 1 to Askarov.
He just lost to Askarov.
Yeah,
Damn, he did just lose to Askarov. It's got to be Askarov then, dude.
Askarov.
It's got to be Askarov.
Yeah.
And that was just
Maybe
4
it'd be cool
pay-per-views
to see
ago.
Moreno get that back.
Damn. Well, all right. It's got to be him then.
That's
All right.
probably definitely what's going to be.
And I have no idea who I want to see Figueiredo fight. Do you?
I don't know right now. No.
I think
Maybe.
maybe he should take some time off or move up to 135. That's my opinion.
Yeah. Because I think even at the weigh-in, he needed a towel and shit.
Yeah, he didn't look pretty, man.
No,
And he
and
didn't look pretty at all.
the fight. I wonder if they like declined his abilities at all during that fight.
Yeah. All right, so let's move on to the headliner, man. Total domination, in my opinion. Um, fuck,
Easy.
Adesanya, Adesanya defeating Marvin Vettori. I thought for sure it was going to be more competitive, especially after seeing the way Adesanya performed versus Jan Blachowicz. But it just seemed like Marvin Vettori was just too stubborn. Just seemed like it seemed like they had a game plan and he just wasn't following through with it.
Nah, and it wasn't the best game plan. I felt like
Definitely not the
he
best game
did
plan.
a little bit more with what he did. He got the takedowns. He just didn't do much with the takedown. And Izzy, I gotta give it to him. He got up a few times from the takedown. His
Yeah,
ground
he
game
did.
was a little better.
I mean, he had to work on it. You know, you have to work on it. And unfortunately, I felt like Marvin Vittori. I don't see him ever fighting for a title. I shouldn't say that. That's a fucking
He's
nail in the
only
coffin. I
27.
shouldn't say that. Huh?
He's only 27.
Yeah, yeah. So I shouldn't say that. But man, he was on a roll. I felt like he tried putting his best foot forward, and Adesanya was just a step ahead of him every second of that fight.
Mm-hmm.
I
I'm
think
trying to
Adesanya, obviously, he called out Robert Whitaker. I'm 100% in for that fight.
That's
100%.
definitely, yeah.
And then one thing I really respected about Marvin Vettori, he calls out Paulo Costa. I like that fight. I like
That's a
that
good
fight a
fight.
lot.
That's a
That's
good
a
fight.
real good fight. Both of them got dominated in different fashions, but they both got dominated. Let's see who the better one is. I like that fight a lot.
That one, the Vittori, dude.
What's
I think
that?
I think Vittori gets him.
I do too. I think Vettori gets him. I think the Robert Whitaker fight's going to be a lot closer than the last time. I don't know that Robert Whitaker wins, but I wouldn't be surprised if he did
He
because
looked
Robert
very
Whitaker has been on a
good in
roll.
his past two fights.
Yeah,
Yeah, he's looked very good in his two fights.
yeah, he's looked like a different Robert Whitaker,
Yeah,
like
some of
a
the best
completely
fighters.
different animal.
Yeah,
So that's my opinions. I don't know. I really don't have much for that fight. It was. I felt like it was just total domination from Adesanya. Do you?
um, not total domination, but Izzy definitely got the better of him. I don't agree with the judges 50-45, all three of them.
Yeah, I thought it was more like 49, 46.
Yeah, something like that.
Um,
But when you said
maybe
50-45, all judges, I was like, what? Like, you think if Vittori not one of those rounds?
yeah, man. I mean, like you said, he took him down, but he wasn't doing much with it. I mean, his striking,
It
he
ended up
was
he was getting some
laboring those
shots.
punches. He was
Yeah,
telegraphing a lot of those punches. Adesanya was seeing it. There was a lot of action. He was obviously pushing the pace, but like Adesanya felt like it was straight matador, man. That's what it looked like to me.
yeah. Good for
Uh,
Izzy.
I could see definitely a 49-46. I wasn't super surprised that it was 50-45. But I wasn't super surprised it was 50-45 because of judging criteria in MMA, which I think needs to be changed.
Isn't it different in each state?
No. I mean,
Or
yes,
is it made
yes, and
around?
no. Yes and no. But I meant like overall, the 10-point must system is something I'm not a huge fan of.
Yeah, because sometimes some people deserve like a 9 or something, or an 8, or not many 8s get thrown around either.
Dude, not many sevens get thrown around. What the fuck is the point of having a 10-point must system if you're not going to use all the points?
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Like there has to be different criteria. In any way, but anyway, those are our the Monday weekend recap. We recapped all our decisions. Unfortunately, I only got 2 correct. Thank you for reminding me that I chose Lauren on that. I appreciate you, bro. But it was only 2 out of 7. And I'll tell you what, dude, if I had to get one right, I'm so happy it was Brandon Moreno.
same here, man. That's really the one I care about most. Uh, Going into that.
Yeah, I felt like that was definitely the best win of the fight card. And he got a $50,000 performance bonus for that. So
Good for him. Lucky.
congratulations to him. He's going back
About
home
to
to
be a
Tijuana.
star. About to be a
Oh,
star in Mexico.
yeah, dude, he's already a star, bro. Did you hear him at the press conference and at the weigh-ins, dude? Everyone was cheering for him, dude. They were booing Figueiredo in the face-offs, the last face-off, bro. They were booing the fuck out of him. He was already a star. Now it just boosts him even bigger, boosts him even larger. That dude's gonna go places, and hopefully he gets a nice title defense going, a title defense streak going. Hopefully he can keep it for a while and right off into the sunset, man.
I hope he keeps it for a while. I like Moreno a lot. Even before he was champion, way like long ago, dude. I've always had mad respect for him. I don't know why. Some about him I like. He's a
Because
nice dude.
exciting fights, man. He's always had an
Right?
exciting fight.
Very nice
Always, dude.
guy.
It couldn't have happened to anyone better, dude. That's for sure.
Mm-hmm.
All right, brother. Thank you so much for joining me. Hopefully, we can have you back on again for another Friday Fight Cast, another fight card. And do you have anything you want to say? Anyone you want to shout out? Any things you want to give light to?
Not right now, man. I do not.
All right, brother. Have a good night, man.
Yeah, always a good time, man. Thanks for having me.
Hell yeah, brother. That was Alex Beasley Bailey. Great, I guess, co-host to the show would probably be the word that I would like to use. Great friend of mine, great person, and I'm glad everyone tuned in and you were interacting. It was a fun time. Obviously, I only got 2 picks right. I thought I only had 1. Thankfully, he reminded me, so I'm super happy for that. Thank you, my friend. And Brandon Moreno, congratulations for being the first Mexican. Look at that. Look at that. I'm Mexican too, brother. The first Mexican-born UFC champion. So congratulations and much love, everybody. Make sure you tune in next time. Like, share, subscribe, do all that cool stuff. I'm out of here. Good night. Adios. Sayonara. And whatever other languages you want to say goodbye in. Later, Gators.